Hi, good evening. Happy Thursday evening. It's almost Friday. I had a very long day today. So, yeah, if I may, I'm gonna skip exercise, okay? Like very low energy because had a very long day at work, right? Yeah, it happens once in a while, but just exhausted, you know. But it's a not very nice day though. It's just exhausting, that's all. It was a good day. Anyway, so yeah, happy Thursday evening. Yeah, my eyes are smaller than usual because I'm kind of low energy. Okay. Anyway, okay. Happy Thursday. Let's talk about abortion. Okay. Well, there are many ways to look at anti-abortionism, like pro-lifeism, anti-abortionism. Uh, One way to look at anti-abortionism is that. So why do some people oppose abortion? Okay. Uh, One way to look at it is it could be well, I guess different people oppose abortion for different reasons. Uh, People like Mr. Trump, uh, he does not believe in anti-abortionism. It's just that to get Republican Party and Christian support. Yeah, that's why he started to advocate for anti-abortionism. That's the only reason for political reason. Okay, yeah, but he used to be not anti-abortionist at all before he got into politics. Okay, yeah, it's for the political reason. Some others, maybe case of jealousy. Okay, let's say the only person who get harmed by anti-abortion law are the people, well, young females, basically. Okay, attractive. Let's say attractive young females. Maybe they have very happy dating lives. Okay, so maybe people who don't date, for example, like they could be maybe they don't date because they are married, or maybe they don't date because they are Christians. You know, in Christian, like chastity, virginity, very important, right? Yeah, maybe they don't date because they are Christians, maybe because they are married, or maybe because they past the age of reproduction. Yeah, mature people, okay, aged people, okay, yeah. So maybe they are jealous of young adults who can date, who enjoy dating life. Okay, maybe they're jealous of them. Okay, so maybe that's why they want to punish them out of jealousy. Okay, so yeah, anti-abortion law. Okay, yeah, you have fun dating, then you must suffer the consequence, punishment. You must have this baby. For guys, yeah, you must give the baby child support. Like in Christian Bible, Adam and Eve. Okay, yeah, they had sex. They Adam and Eve. Okay, they slept together, okay? And they got punished by God. Yeah, childbirth, the pain and suffering of childbirth for Eve, for Adam. Yeah, toil and moil, labor to support the child, hard labor. Okay, so those are were God's punishment to Adam and Eve. Okay, because God told them not to have sex. God told them not to eat this forbidden fruit, which commonly is interpreted as sex. Yeah, sexual intercourse. Okay, so they violated it, and so they got punished. Yeah, woman, get have to have this baby. Adam, he had to work, the child support. Right? Yeah, so that's God's punishment. And Christians, I guess they want to stick to that kind of God's punishment. Okay, maybe that's why they don't like abortion. That's one way to look at it. Okay, do I agree with those Christians? No, I don't. I am pro-abortion. I am very pro-abortion. Then am I anti-life? Well, it depends on. So am I baby killer? Some people called me that. Yeah, entire life baby killer. Some people did call me that. Okay. My response, well, it depends how you define what life is or fetus, and also uh, it depends on your definition of what baby is. How do you define a baby? Okay, do I define fetus as a life and as a baby? I don't. Okay, so but I guess they define fetus as a baby or life. Then according to their definition, yeah, I'm a baby killer. So I'm pro-abortionist. Yeah, I'm also anti-life. Okay, according to their definition. Okay. Some Americans do not see me as an American citizen. Okay, because yeah, my parents they're Korean nationals, and I was born here when my parents were here. So some people call me, "Am I an anchor baby? Are you an anchor baby?" Some people call me an anchor baby, and some people don't think of me as an American citizen. Okay, um, like July 4th parade, like last Sunday, 5 days ago. Some people said when I said like Happy July 4th, some people said Happy July 4th from North Korea. Okay, so maybe they were offended by me saying Happy July 4th because I guess in their opinion, I should not say that. I should never say Happy July 4th. Why? Because in their opinion, I'm not an American citizen. Okay, so as a non-American, I should never say Happy July 4th. I guess that's what their opinion about me. Yeah, it's free country, right? Yeah. I thank them for forming an opinion about me. I guess they kind of know me. Okay. Yeah, in the audience of July 4th. Okay. Yeah. Hey, everybody's entitled to their opinions. Was I offended? No. Was I sad? Yes. For a brief while. But now, yeah, I just laugh at it, laugh about it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. But people are entitled to their opinion, their definitions, anti-life, pro-life, pro-choice, anti-choice, pro-abortion, anti-abortion. Okay, but maybe me saying I'm pro-abortion, maybe it's such a strong expression. So yeah, pro-choice. It's up to people whether they're going to abort this fetus or not. I think it's up to people. So I'm pro-choice. Yeah, for pro-abortion, it's like, oh, I advocate for abortion. No, pro-choice. Okay. Gosh, I'm really low energy. Such a long day today. But it was a good day, okay. So what else do we talk about? We'll take 5 minutes break real soon. What else do we talk about? I'm in a good mood. It's just that I'm very low energy, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so Mrs. Commissioner, the senatorial candidate from Alaska, okay, she's far right. That's why some people like her and will vote for her. Yeah, that's totally fine. Yeah. She's far right. She said I heard but very interesting candidate. I like her. Okay, it's just that I'm not gonna vote for her. Okay, she's too far right. So she said in a radio interview, I think maybe a television interview. Okay, she said this unborn child, fetus, they are the most vulnerable American citizens. Okay, uh, that is incorrect legally. Okay, she went to Harvard Law School. She should know better. Okay, that's incorrect. Okay. Oh, the law in America do not recognize fetus as an American citizen. Okay, birth certificate is issued, passport is issued after the child is born. American government do not issue birth certificate before the fetus is born. Okay, so they are not American citizen yet. Okay, let's say there's some not abortion but miscarriage, stillborn. Okay, then do American government, according to Mrs. Commissioner, because they are American citizens. So okay, so then this fetus is inside a woman's womb in America. So then what this fetus should get birth certificate, and then now it's stillborn baby. I mean stillborn miscarriage. Now should the government issue death certificate to that miscarried fetus? No, she makes no sense. She should know better, really. Okay, so that's far right. Okay, that's not desirable according to Bible, and she claims she's a Christian. Okay, I don't think she's a Christian. I think she's a fake Christian. Okay, this is commissioner. Okay, because according to King Solomon in Book of Proverbs or Ecclesiastes, okay, yeah, wise person avoid the extreme, and this about virtue of the middle of the road, moderation. Okay, she's far right. Okay, so obviously she doesn't know anything about Bible. Even if she knows, she's not quite practicing Christianity at all. I don't think she's Christian. Mrs. Commission. I think she's a fake Christian. Okay, she's far right. She's not moderate. Okay, so but Solomon, King Solomon said, "Watch over the middle." Okay, yeah, avoid the extreme. Okay, don't be too far left. Don't be too far right. Just stay in the middle. That's what King Solomon said in the Bible. Okay, we'll take 5 minutes break, please. Okay. I pray for her campaign too, because hopefully they do the right thing and campaign the right way. If they're going to be elected, I hope they repent and do the right thing as senator and host tax. Okay. Yeah, I pray for them. Okay. Yeah, 5 minutes, please. Whew. I recover in an hour. It's fatigue, right? Yeah, I recover. It will take like 5 minutes. I mean, 1 hour for me to recover from this fatigue. I recover. So, why am I heavily criticizing Mrs. Commissioner? Is it case of jealousy? Yes. Am I jealous of her fame? Yes. I'm not gonna lie to you. Huh? But is it just because of jealousy? Actually, it's not because of jealousy at all. I think it's because it's just too fun to make fun of her, okay? She's just such a vulnerable candidate, Mrs. Commissioner, because she's just too faulty, full of flaws, okay? It's very easy to criticize her. It's very fun to do so. That's one of the reasons why I am glad she joined the party, okay? And it's just so hilarious. Okay, let's move on. After the episode last night, okay, I looked up the novel series, about 2,000 novel series, 2,000 volumes, okay, that I wrote like 5, 6 years ago, okay. So I read some of them, and also I purchased them, okay, from online ebook seller. I'm not going to tell you which, okay. So and there are also my pictures, okay. So if this book becomes well known, I will be exposed to be writer of those books, okay. But then I'm running for United States Senate. Okay, so probably if I ever become famous, it will be a matter of time that book series will be discovered. Why? Because there are my pictures in there. I forgot about that. Then will I unpublish those books? No. What if it costs my election? So be it. Why? If I become U.S. senator or U.S. president, I will swear in to defend and protect and preserve the Constitution of the United States. Okay, so when I'm campaigning, this book series is discovered because I said a lot of controversial things there. Okay, and if I unpublish it, then I'm not protecting Constitution. Why? Because I'm waiving my constitutional right to freedom of speech. Okay, the only way to protect and preserve United States Constitution is to exercise the rights the Constitution gives us. That's the only way to protect and preserve U.S. Constitution. Okay. For example, uh, trans females' participation in athletic sports competition, competing with cis females. That's unconstitutional. Why? It violates equal rights. It is discrimination against cis females. Okay. So I will not support that. Okay. Trans females should compete with males. They are still biological males, trans females. Even if they identify themselves as a female, biologically they are males. Okay, so if they compete in competitive sports, they should compete with males. Okay? Otherwise, it would be unconstitutional discrimination against cis females. Yes, straight females. Okay, and that's unconstitutional, and I will not support that. Mm. What else? So, former Secretary of State Mr. Mike Pompeo, he commented that yeah, this notion that the foundation of this country, America, is flawed, is a dangerous notion. That's what he said in a Twitter. Okay, and he's getting some criticism. Okay, Mr. Mike Pompeo, I don't think he's electable at all. He's just not likable. Why? He gives this impression of very arrogant bully. Okay, I don't think anybody would want to vote for him. Okay, because nobody likes arrogant people, okay? And that's all the impression that he gives to people. Arrogance, okay? That's not likable at all, okay? So the reason why people did not vote for Madam Secretary Hillary Clinton is that she's just arrogant. Okay, she sounds arrogant. She looks arrogant. So yeah, that's why she lost the election in 2016 to Mr. Trump. Okay. How Mr. Trump isn't he arrogant? Yeah, but he is arrogant in such a humorous way. Okay. Yeah, that's difference. Okay. Next. So America is very peaceful country, well, compared to some others. Okay. It's because Americans has evolved to internalize the war, the violence, okay, conflict, absorption of this pain and suffering, tolerance. Okay. That's the price to make a peaceful country. Okay. As opposed to like Israel, Palestine, or like Iraq, Syria, Afghanistan. They're suffering from a lot of violence. Okay. Like almost like civil war. Or in Mexico, okay, some drug cartel, a lot of violence, gangsters. America used to be like that. America used to be a very violent country. Okay. But America has evolved to achieve peace and peaceful nation with they learn to internalize the war, violence, pain. Okay. So war is not outside of human being, but it's inside of human being. Tolerance, patience. Okay. America has come a long way. Okay. To achieve this kind of level of peace. Yeah, there are violence here and there every now and then, but it's not near the same level as in Middle East, South America. Okay, America, I think, has evolved, civilized, we came a long way. Yeah, I think it's a very good country. That's what I think. That's why so many people want to come to America. Right? But I think, yeah, Miss Kamala Harris, she said, yeah, don't come in Guatemala. Do not come. Okay, we will turn you away. Do not come to the border illegally. Okay. So I agree with her. Okay, people should not come to America illegally. I agree. Okay, yeah. But they will. Why? Because there's no border wall. Okay, so but she's Democrat, so for political reason, she's against building the border wall. Okay, she's contradicting herself. Okay, she feel the need, but as a Democrat, she have to obey Democratic Party platform. Yeah, anti border wall, open border. Okay, yeah. She got the benefit of being a Democrat by getting party support, party money, but she's paying the price. Okay, she cannot build a border wall. President Biden same way. Okay, I'm sure they know it's a good idea to build a border wall. That's the only solution actually. Okay? But they are confined within this Democratic Party platform. Okay, yeah. Mm. So yeah, if I become famous as a candidate, like presidential or senatorial, congressional or gubernatorial candidate, I will not unpublish anything. Human series or those novel series, I'm not publishing anything. Okay, why? Because I want to exercise constitutional right, and by exercising constitutional right to free speech, I'm protecting and preserving U.S. Constitution and also Alaska State Constitution. Okay. Because I want to be a candidate, a strong person, strong leader who would be brave and strong enough to protect U.S. Constitution, and I'll demonstrate that strength by not on publishing anything that I wrote or filmed. Okay. Do people want to vote for a strong candidate who is strong enough to protect the U.S. Constitution, or do people want to vote for weak-minded, scared, fearful kind of candidate who just unpublish what they wrote, sacrificing their constitutional rights? It's up to the people. Okay. Yeah. Gosh. I'm making very slow recovery. I ate two boiled eggs because I was extremely hungry. Once I get back home, okay. It's double whammy. Now I'm physically fatigued, but now my energy is being consumed digesting these two boiled eggs. Okay, so I'm double whammy, low energy now. Uh, let's take 5 minutes break, please. Thank you. Okay. Well, I'm in a very good mood though. Mm. Okay. So I am an academic first, politician second. All right. So to me, being academic is more important. Being objective and truthful. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I read some in the news. Some news writers said, "Yeah, don't believe what politicians say. Believe what scientists say, like climate change, whatever." Okay. But the thing is this: scientists, and they also said wrote in the news some newspaper online. Yeah, scientists, they're uh their job is to find the truth. Okay. Uh, what do I think about that? That's not entirely correct. Okay. Scientists, uh, their job is to make money. Okay. Sometimes, yeah, they manipulate data and they do lie in order to make money, just like the rest of us. They're only human. Okay. Scientists, they're not saints. Okay. They have a job and they to make money. Okay. Sometimes they lie to make money. Okay. Like climate change alarmism. Okay. So, Pebble Mine, Anwar, uh, my proposition was such that, yeah, let's make money by developing Pebble Mine and Anwar oil and gas, and then save the world. Well, save Alaska. Okay. By industrializing Alaska. Let's make a lot of money and then invest in social programs so that we can rehabilitate homeless people and criminals by teaching them how to study and how to work and how to be happy legally. Okay. That's the idea. Now, how about other states where it's industrialized, like Chicago, Illinois, Los Angeles, California, Manhattan, New York? They are industrialized, but they suffer from a lot of crimes. So, therefore, industrializing Alaska may not result in less crimes. Actually, it might result in more crimes, just like in LA, New York, and Chicago. Yeah, that's possible. Yeah. So, I mean, it's not too necessary to develop pebble mine, gold, copper, molybdenum. Maybe we have enough. Maybe it's not necessary to develop ANWA, oil and gas. Maybe we have enough oil and gas for now. Pebble, ANWA, it does not have to be, maybe it's not necessary that they get developed now. Alright? I just want to be objective. But, thing is this, okay? Idle hands are the devil's playground, okay? So, I think Pebble and ANWA will be very interesting project for Alaskans to work on. And it will keep Alaskans occupied, and there's therefore less crimes. Then what do Alaskans do next after Pebble and Anwar is built? Yeah, animal farms, farming of wild animals. Okay, I looked it up. Do tigers and lions eat fruits? Yes, they do. They love watermelons in the summer. They eat them. Okay. They say tigers and lions are obligate carnivores. Like they have to eat meat in order to survive. I disagree. Yeah. I think tigers and lions can survive by eating tofu, okay, and beans. They will eat those if they're hungry enough. Yeah. How about that this synthetic burger patty, like vegetarian burger patty? Like I cannot believe it is not meat. Kind of what they kind of brand new burger patty, right? That looks and tastes like meat, but it's not meat. It's vegetable based. Miracle burger. What's the name of that? I forgot. Okay. Will lions and tigers will they eat that vegetable based burger patty? I'm sure they will if they're hungry enough. They will survive as long as they eat some protein, whether it's meat based or vegetable based. Okay. What else? Gosh, I ate the two boiled eggs. Okay, now it's kind of congesting my stomach. So I took that gas X, this tablet. It works very well. Okay, so let's take 5 minutes break, please, and then I'll grab my beer and to help my further help my digestion. Thank you. Oh, so yeah. Now I remember Incredible Burger, right? So will tigers and lions eat Incredible Burger? I think they will if they're hungry enough. Okay. Because I'm trying to think about a way to farm tigers and lions in the cheapest way. Okay. Uh, we can feed them chickens, turkeys, but they are more expensive than beans or tofu. Yeah, yeah, I think they will eat them. Tofu. Yeah. If we farm tigers and lions with vegetables, like if we feed tigers and lions, bears with tofu or beans, then tiger meat, lion meat, bear meat will be safe for human consumption. Okay. Why? Because carnivore meat in general, they are not very safe to eat. They are unfit for human consumption. Okay. The kind of meat that's fit for consumption, they're the herbivores, vegetarian animals. They are fit for human consumption. Okay. Why? Because toxins they accumulate further up in the food pyramid. Okay, so predators like snakes or eagles or tuna, even sharks, they are not always safe to eat. Okay, even salmon. Okay, because mercury, heavy metal, they tend to accumulate up the economic, ecological hierarchy. Okay, so herbivores, the plant eaters, they are the kind of meat that's safe to eat. Okay. Yeah. So sardines, they are low in the food chain, right? They are safer to eat than tuna. Too much tuna consumption, it can cause mercury poisoning because tunas are carnivores. Sharks, they are not quite safe to eat, okay, because they are apex predators. Okay. Herbivores, they are the safest meat to eat. Okay. It's just the way it is. Okay. Yeah. Heavy metals, when they come to inside of animal body, they don't leave. Okay. They tend to accumulate. Uh, That's why higher up in the food chain, okay, they contain more amount of heavy metals like mercury. Okay. So they accumulate. Okay. 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 What else? So James Cameron's movie, right? Like Terminator, right? He used a lot of trucks and heavy metals like hardwares, machines. Why? That's his background. He was a machinist. Mr. Director James Cameron. He used to be a truck driver. Okay, and he used his background very well in his movies, like Terminator. Okay, yeah. Mm. Objects, shadows, these metallic objects like trucks and stuff. Okay, yeah. What else? Uh, I think it was Mr. Jesus who said something like, Jesus was an egalitarianist. Okay, he was very liberal. Okay, so he wanted to help out the poor, and he did not like wealthy individuals. Okay, so Jesus' parable. This is rich man, wealthy man, and there was this beggar. They both died. Then wealthy man, after he's dead, he went to hell. Beggar, mendicant, homeless man went to heaven. Okay, and the once wealthy man in hell, he asked God, God, please send a prophet to warn my descendants who are alive on earth, because I don't want them to come here and join me in hell. This Jesus' parable, okay, New Testament Bible. And the God said, no, Prophets I already have sent in the past. If they're not gonna, if people, your descendants, if they have their prophets, okay, so in the past, in Bible, they can read Bible. But if I send another prophet, your descendants, if they did not listen to past prophets in Bible, they're not going to listen to the new prophet either. So why bother? I'm not going to send a new prophet because if people, your descendants, not going to listen to the past prophets, me sending new prophet is not going to make any difference because they're not going to listen to the new prophet either. Okay, so that's what Jesus said. I disagree. With Jesus, I disagree with Jesus. Okay. I think it does make difference. Dead prophets versus live prophet. I think it makes a difference. Okay. Hypothetically, let's say you and I, or people, we save Alaska, America, the world. Okay. How long is it gonna last? Okay. Maybe for a while, right? Then we need next generation prophet to continue the legacy and tradition, good work, so that humanity will get better and better. Mm, yeah. So I think we need new prophets every generation. Okay. Because they do make difference. Okay. The more the better. Yeah. Number matters. Okay. So I have to disagree with Jesus. Okay. Having good prophets like Jesus, Moses, Confucius, Socrates, Muhammad Allah, Gandhi, Buddha, that's not good enough. We need people like scholars who actually study them and continue to teach, like professors. We need them. Mhm. Existence of dead prophets is not good enough. Okay, we need new prophets. Okay, in every generation to continue the legacy of this moral teaching. Okay, yeah, I think Jesus was one criticism I have about Mr. Jesus Christ is that many times he's too pessimistic and cynical. You know? And he did not quite know how to work with the established people, establishment. He was anti-establishment. Okay, so perhaps he was too rebellious in his doctrines. Okay, I disagree with Mr. Jesus on that. Okay, social change it has to happen gradually and slowly because a dominant ideology in a society it has this inertia. Okay, yeah. For example, Mr. President Trump, he technically he committed manslaughter, perhaps second degree murder, because when he encouraged and incited this conspiracy to overturn democracy, that's Mr. Trump. Okay, he could possibly be guilty of even mutiny, sedition, possibly treason even. Okay, and also added crime by Mr. Trump, conspiracy, and possibly second degree murder. Okay, because 7 people died from his recklessness, disregard of human life. January 6, 2021. Okay, but nobody want to prosecute Mr. Trump. Why? We'll take 5 minutes break, please. Okay, and then we'll talk about it. How come nobody want to prosecute Mr. Trump? Bring him to the court for criminal prosecution to send him to jail. Nobody want to do that. Why? Even Democrats do not want to do that. Please feel free to think about it, okay? And otherwise, I'll just tell you what I think in 5 minutes. Thank you. Very low energy today. Sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, so do they not prosecute President Trump, who is technically guilty of second-degree murder, at least manslaughter? Okay, just reckless disregard of human life, causing death of 7 people, January 6th. Okay, it's because they're afraid of MAGA mob, just like people who stormed the Capitol in January 6th. Okay, they are afraid of those mobs. Yeah, American democracy today, it's not perfect. It's good, but it's not perfect. We have a long way to go still. Okay, mobocracy. Okay. Just like BLM mob on the left, MAGA mob on the right. Yeah, they are controlling. Fear politics. Politics by fear. Yeah. It's kind of like dictatorship, tyranny. Okay. That's still going on in America. Okay. When they convicted Mr. Derek Chauvin for in the trial regarding Mr. George Floyd, okay, maybe jurors and judges, attorneys, they're afraid of another big riot if Mr. Derek Chauvin is found not guilty. They're afraid of those BLM mobs, riots. Okay, maybe that's why they convicted him. Okay, do I agree with that conviction? Second degree murder, unintentional murder, reckless disregard of human life. Hmm. I can understand the conviction, the rationale behind it, but uh, it's a tough call for a police officer to what exact amount of force is necessary to subdue these resisting uh, criminal suspects when they arrest. If somebody resists arrest, what's the minimum amount of force is necessary to subdue and arrest this person? That's a tough call. That's not an easy call. Okay, so that's the rationale behind the qualified immunity doctrine to protect police officers so that they err on the side of caution and so that they not be too careful when they arrest people. Okay, qualified immunity doctrine. Okay. Nowadays they're thinking about abolishing it. Common the quality what qualified immunity doctrine. Okay, what resulted? Yeah, all this rise in crimes. Okay, and then Democrats they blame on guns, right? I disagree. Why? If there are no guns, people used to kill each other. Okay, back in the days when where there were no guns, like let's say 1,000 years ago, did people kill each other? Yeah. With what? Swords, arrows. Okay, so getting rid of guns is not going to do anything in reduction of crimes, reduction of murders. No, people will find a way to kill other people. Okay, with their cars, stones, knife, scissors, hammer. They will still kill each other. People. Okay, even if there are no guns. So getting rid of guns, no, it's not going to do anything. Or making gun illegal in America, it's not going to change anything. Look at Middle East. They don't sell guns in Walmart, but they still kill each other. Yeah, Middle Eastern terrorism. Okay, they will find a way. People will always find a way to kill other people. Okay, uh, so I disagree with Democrats. Okay, getting rid of guns is not going to do anything. Even not reduce crimes. No, even not reduce murders. Not at all. Okay, people will find a way to kill other people like bombs, IED, improvised explosive device. That's what they use, like suicide bombers in Middle East. That's what they use. It's not guns, but they figure out a way to manufacture these bombs, suicide bombers. Okay, if America get rid of guns, make it illegal, yeah, there will be IEDs, suicide bombers, just like in Middle East. Nothing will change. Okay, that was the solution. Yeah, pebble, animal farming. We just need to keep inventing and make people work, engage in exciting projects. Okay. Once Pebble Mine is built, we make $500 billion there. With that money, we can build highway from Machu Valley to Iliamna Lake and build more roads and build roads to Katmai National Park, which is right next to, kind of southwest of Iliamna Lake. It's right next to it. Okay, maybe it's 30 miles, something like that. Okay, it's right next to it. Okay, so yeah, and then build ports in Bristol Bay and shipping routes along the Aleutian chain, tourist and commercial ship shipment business. Very exciting. Yeah, just find brand new exciting projects. They will make money and they'll be very interesting. And create jobs, make money. Yeah, keep people occupied, make them happy. That's the only way to get rid of crimes. It's not about guns. No, it's not. So I have to agree with Republicans on that. When it comes to abortion, yeah, I agree with Democrats. Okay. Some kind of mixed, okay? I'm independent, so yeah. I think it's way to go, okay? For a candidate. Okay. Voters, yeah, they are the kings, they are the monarchs, kings and queens in democracy, okay? Voters. They can believe whatever they want, okay? But when it comes to politicians, I think the best politician should be independents, okay? Because politicians, they're not just representatives, they're also leaders. It's part of their job. They should have superior intellect to be a good leader, right? And to be a superior intellect, they had to be politically neutral, independent. Sometimes I agree with Democrats, sometimes I agree with Republicans, depending on what issues. Okay, because sometimes Democrats are more correct than Republicans, like about January 6th, about abortion, in my opinion. Okay, sometimes other times Republicans are more correct than Democrats when it comes to LGBT or pro development and that kind of stuff. Okay, we'll take 5 minutes break, please. Okay. Am I recovering from fatigue? Yes, slowly. Okay. At the same time, I'm kind of getting drunk too. Kind of canceling out. But there are a lot of issues to talk about. Okay, so we'll take 5 minutes, please. Thank you. All right. We are prophesizing. Okay. Prophecy session. So, uh, let's talk about COVID-19 real quick, okay? They say nowadays, like 99% of people who died from COVID-19 were unvaccinated people, okay? That's what they say, okay? At first, I was almost convinced, persuaded, but now that I think about it, yeah, that's deceptive. Okay, so all these scientists, statisticians, journalists, they lie, okay, to conform to this majoritarian ideology to make money. Okay, yeah, they do lie, just like the rest of us. Okay, that's just people. They are not saints. Okay, scientists, it's not their job. Well, they're supposed to be all about truth seeking, discovering the truth, right? But in reality, it's far from the truth. Okay, they work for money. Why? They're only humans. They have to eat. Okay. Yeah, scientists, they do not work for the truth. They work for the money. Because they're only humans. They need to eat. To eat, they need to buy food. To do that, you need money. Okay. They work for money. They don't work for the truth. Okay. We do. Okay. So the truth is this, okay? People who died from COVID-19, they died before COVID-19 vaccine was invented. Okay. Now who are those people? So they don't have any vaccination. People who died from COVID-19 because they died before COVID-19 vaccine was invented. So of course they were not vaccinated because there were no vaccines when they died. Okay. Then why did they die? Because they have weakened immune system. Okay. Those who survived the first year of COVID-19, like last year 2020, they survived not because of vaccination, but because they have strong immune system. So they survived and they got vaccinated. Anyway, why? It's marketing, okay? It's pharmaceutical company making all this money, okay? And Democrats, well, they are scientifically challenged people, okay? They are not quite literate in science, okay? So they hire science, pay them, okay? So that scientists, statisticians would give favorable report toward this Democratic Party's agenda. Scientists, they write papers and publish in journals. Then who sponsor them? Who give them money? Yeah, Democrats. Sometimes Republicans. It doesn't matter, okay? So scientists, they write papers, reports, and publish to peer-reviewed journals uh, according to the specification of their customers. Okay, scientists, they're just like any of us. Okay, yeah, they serve their customers, money providers. Okay, yeah. Science community is a business. It's just like any other business. They have their customers to satisfy. Okay. Researchers, PhDs, professors, they get their research funding, research grants. Okay. And so they write like grant application. Okay. To whatever governmental agencies or some private organizations. Okay. To fund their research, to make money. Yeah. To feed their PhD candidates or postdoctorals or their families. Okay. Yeah. And for this research grant application to be approved, it has to satisfy the research grant reviewers. Okay. And they tend to go along with the majoritarian ideologies. Okay. Like pro marijuana research, the benefit of marijuana. Okay. Yeah, they will get a lot of research grant money, but that's mainstream. Okay. And pro chocolate research, the health benefit of chocolates. Okay. If a scientist write about that, they'll get huge research grant from food industry, manufacturer of chocolates. That's very populist, okay? In my opinion, chocolate has more harm than good. I'm anti-populist. I'm anti-vegetarian. I'm iconoclast. Okay. I just don't like mainstream ideologies, period. Mostly. Okay. So, I write a paper, right? I don't get to make money because I work for the truth. Mr. Jesus Christ, he said, you cannot worship Mammon and God at the same time. That's like a truth, Mammon, ex- exclusion principle. Okay. Yes, is exclusive war. Jesus talked about it. Okay. I'm paraphrasing his words. Okay. It has some good value there. That part, do I agree with Mr. Jesus? Half and half. Okay. But there's some merit there in that Jesus is teaching there. But perhaps not always. Okay. What else? So that is expression sheep people, like herd mentality, just going along the mainstream. Okay, most people. So why do they do that? It's because they're tired. They're busy. Okay, they have kids, cats, dogs, jobs, hobbies. So when it comes to ideologies like politics, religion, they just don't have time to think. Okay, yeah. When it comes to election campaign, okay, people typically vote for whoever they saw on TV. Mhm. Yeah, that's a little bit disappointing. Perhaps a lot. Money controlling American democracy, politics, campaign advertisement. Yeah, but let's try to understand that. Right? Is it necessarily a bad thing or good thing, or sometimes good, sometimes bad? Well, I guess a campaign. Well, we'll take 5 minutes break, please. Okay, we'll talk about that. Okay, because it's a complex issue. Okay, yeah. So I need 5 minutes break before we start talking about campaign advertisement. Okay. Yeah, people who vote for whoever candidate that they saw on TV. We try to understand that. Okay. Why people vote for candidate they saw on TV. Okay. Okay. We try to understand. Okay. All right. Voter psychology, psychology of the voters. I mean, I don't use the term psychology very often because I'm kind of anti-psychologist. I'm a humanologist, not a psychologist. Okay, but yeah, just for the sake of fun, okay, let's psychoanalyze the voters. Huh? Let's conduct psychoanalysis on voters. Let's get into their psyches. Okay. Okay. Let's try to understand the voters. Okay. Who failed to vote for me? Okay, except 110 kind and generous friends of mine in this town. Okay. So why did they vote for other people? Yeah, because other people like maybe they lived here longer than I did, so more number of friends, I guess. It's inertia, right? Social inertia, voters inertia, just long ties with their friends. Okay, yeah, I understand that. So, and other factors, maybe when voters see a candidate on television, it means that candidate has a lot of money or raised a lot of money. If it's his campaign money, that means his business success. Okay, maybe he's capable businessman like Mr. Trump. Okay, then maybe he'll do great in politics because he's capable, smart person and hardworking, intelligent person. Okay, I vote for him. If he is, it's not his money, but it's campaign donation money, that means he's kind of approved by many people. Some objectivity there, some verification of this candidate. Okay, yeah, maybe he's trustworthy because he has been trusted by a lot of campaign donors. So maybe he's trustworthy, some objectivity there. Okay. Other reasons, maybe they saw this candidate on television and so he's not crazy, he or she is not ugly, or he or she, this candidate I saw on TV. Yeah, he looks like a nice guy or nice girl, and he or she is not crazy, not a criminal, so look like a decent person, and maybe it's okay to vote for that person. Unlike Hunky Lee? Who is Hunky Lee? I've never heard of him. I've seen the ballot, but who's Hunky Lee? I've never met him, never seen him. I don't know. I have no idea who this Hunky Lee is. He may be crazy, criminal, whatever. I don't know anything about him, and I don't have time to look him up. Okay, it's first time I read his name, Hunky Lee. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Maybe he's not even American. Okay, he's an illegal immigrant or something. I know nothing about him. I cannot possibly vote for this Hunky Lee because I know nothing about him. And in the ballot box right now, today, it's the very first time see his name. So I cannot vote for him. But other candidate, yeah, I saw him on TV. Yeah, he seems like a nice guy and handsome, and I would rather vote for somebody who wins. Why? Because the candidate that I vote for wins, maybe I kind of would feel like a winner too, being a part of winning team, as opposed to voting for Honky Lee. Never heard of him, so most likely he'll lose. And if I vote for him, he's a loser, and I will feel like a loser myself because I'll be part of this losing team. Uh, but during 2008 election, when President Obama, Mr. Obama became Senator Obama from Illinois became the president, 2008 election, I voted for Ralph Nader, Mr. Ralph Nader of Green Party. Why? Because I'm anti-mainstream kind of guy. I don't like voting for mainstream majoritarian candidate. I'd rather vote for third party candidate or independent candidate who's not very well known. Because I like being different. I prefer to be minority. Okay? It's in my blood. Maybe not in my blood, but that's how I was raised. I love challenges. Okay. I like being creative, inventive, and trying something new. Okay? That's what I like doing. Okay. So when I vote, back in 2016, yeah, I did vote for Mr. Trump because I liked him quite a bit back then. Okay. All this novel series, if it gets ever discovered, okay, because there are my pictures there in those books. Okay. Published online. It's not free though. It's like $2 per piece, per volume. Okay. I wrote about 10 of them, maybe 21, something like that. So back then I was heavy pro Trumper. There was like 2016, 2015, something like that. Okay. So, yeah, I was far right, extreme right. Okay. Radical conservative, but non-violent though. Okay. But I read what I wrote like 5, 6 years ago, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is what I wrote back then. But yeah, some beautiful sentences, artistically well stylized, kind of novel fiction. Okay, so what the opinions and ideas that I express there is not necessarily mine. Okay, it's a fiction, it's a novel. So I created characters. Okay, so the protagonist's views is not does not necessarily reflect my views. Okay, because it's a fiction, it's a novel. Okay, it's not true story, it's not essay, journal. It's a novel. Okay, if you ever get to read it, please be mindful of that. Okay, yeah. So that character protagonist is not necessarily who I am, and definitely not who I am now, and it may not even be who I was. It was a fictional character. Okay, okay. Now, okay. So ideally, okay, ideal democracy that I envision is this, okay. Yeah, I understand voters, they don't have time to look up the names of candidates. They're busy. They have jobs, families, friends, hobbies. They have to pay mortgages, go to work. So they do not have time to go to some governmental website. What's the list of candidates? Okay, there are 10 candidates for senatorial election in Alaska next year, hypothetically. Then, should I look up all the names of these 10 different candidates in US senatorial election next year? And guess what? Year 2022 next year, this also gubernatorial election too. There is probably like 10 different candidates running for Alaska governor next year. It's also congressional election too. Yeah, Congressman Dan Young, he will face maybe 10 different candidates competing, running against him. Okay? So gubernatorial candidates, let's say 10. Congressional candidates, 10 of them. Senatorial candidates, 10 of them. So will voters have time to look up 30 different candidates' names in Google? Maybe some, but very rarely. Most voters will not have time to look up 30 different candidates' names in congressional, 10 in congressional, 10 in gubernatorial, and 10 in senatorial, all those 30 different candidates. Most voters will not have time to look up their names in Google. It's just too much. Okay? So I guess that's why most candidates they have some fundraiser events, right? solicit donations, and invest in campaign advertisements. Okay? Because voters don't have time to look up all the names of 30, 50 different candidates' names in Google. Okay. I understand that. I do. But if in the future, if I make a lot of money, yeah, I will do campaign advertisement. But I just don't want to collect campaign donation money from other people. Why? Because I believe money belong to the people, and if I take donation money from other people, I have to conduct accounting. It's too much work. For each donor's names, I have to keep counting because some repeat donors, okay, I have to add them up. How much money this particular donor repeatedly donated to me because there's campaign cap, donation cap. For example, if donation cap upper limit is $500. If this particular donor donate me more money over time, $10 each, 50 times, $500. And if this donor donate me more money than $500, I have to return it. Why? That's the election law. There's maximum limit what that one person can donate to one candidate. Okay, so I have to keep counting. Okay, for every single donors out there in Excel sheet. I don't want to do it. Also, United States election law. Okay, if a donor, for example, one donor donate more than $100, you have to disclose this donor's full name, employer, and mailing address. That's the election law. Okay. I don't want to do that. I want to protect and preserve my political supporters' privacy and identity. Okay, because I'm a controversial figure. My political ideas are highly controversial. Okay, I don't want people. I do not want to jeopardize the safety of my political supporters. I don't want them to be target of hatred. Okay, just because they support me and my political ideas are controversial. Like I'm pro pebble, pro annual oil and gas, pro development. Okay, there are people in the world who do not like that idea. I also oppose LGBT ideology. I oppose marijuana. I oppose tattoos and piercings. I oppose ultra interracialism, like ethnic men marrying beautiful young Caucasian ladies. Okay, I oppose that practice. I think beautiful young Caucasian ladies should marry white guys. Okay, that's the anti-ultra interracialism. Okay, that's very unpopular and highly controversial ideology that I'm advocating for anti-ultra interracialism. We oppose violence. Let there be no violence against ultra interracial couple. We don't want any violence. Okay, why? Violence tend to spread. Okay, we do not want any violence whatsoever. No bullyism, please. Okay, but when it comes to ideologies, ultra-interracialism, tattoo piercism, marijuanaism, sugar fetishism, LGBTism. Okay, I oppose all of them. Okay, and I'm also pro-choice. I'm not pro-life. I'm pro-choice. Okay, so imagine some political supporters of mine if it's revealed those friends of mine donated me money for my campaign. they could be targeted for bullying, hatred. I do not want that. Okay, so I have many reasons why I do not take any donation from anybody. Okay? It should be my burden alone to carry this all these political ideologies that I have, anti-pro, whatever. It's my burden alone, and I do not want to impose this burden to anyone, especially not my friends. Okay, it's my burden alone. Okay, one man campaign, zero penny campaign. Okay, yeah. If I never get elected, I'm okay with that. What I'm not okay with is that I do not want to sacrifice my constitutional right to free speech. Yeah, I have to be civil, courteous, polite, civilized, enlightened, and respectful. I do that. But back in the days, I didn't. Some of these past humanized series episodes and some of the novel series that I wrote, I was like very vulgar, dirty mouth, and some swear words, F bomb. Yeah, I used to do that stuff. Why? I was young and dumb. Okay. But there's some value to that. Okay. It's accurate picture of me in the past when I was young and dumb. Okay. Yeah. I'm not going to hide it. I'm not the same person. I'm still growing up. I'm not the same person 5 years ago. Okay. But 5 years ago, that's just how I was back then. It's an accurate picture of how I was back in 2016, 2017. Okay. So, you know, I'm not going to delete all the blogs or novels. I'm not going to publish all your humanity series. No, we'll just leave it there. Okay. Mhm. Let voters be the judge. Okay. If they judge me now based on me 6 years ago, it's their choice. Okay? My response: Hey, I was young and dumb. Okay, I'm not the same kind of guy. 6 years ago. 6 years ago, yeah, I was pro Trump. Now, 6 years later, I'm not pro Trump anymore. Okay? I like him as an entertainer, but not as a politician. Okay, I don't think he's a good politician. Okay, so no, I will never vote for him again. And I did not vote for him in 2020. I voted for myself because I was also running for president. Year 2020. Okay, we'll take 5 minutes break, please. Okay. All right. So I think it was a gentleman, Renaissance philosopher, writer. I think his name was Erasmus. Yeah, he wrote a book about back in like 1500s, 1400s, whatever. Okay, in Europe, Mr. Erasmus. I think that was his name. Who wrote this book titled "Praise of Follies"? It's kind of praise of follies. He was basically criticizing Catholicism, Catholic churches. Okay, but praise of follies, ironically, is kind of like criticism against idolatry, like back in Mosesian days, Old Testament Bible. Okay, the blind worship of this golden ox, golden cow. Okay, idolatry. Okay, so like Mosaic days. That's like what something like 1500 BC, right? About like 3,000 years ago. Idolatry to Moses' days in Israel, North Africa, okay, Middle East. 3,000 years later, yeah, people are doing the same thing. Okay. Yes, in North Korea, okay, the Kim dynasty, idolatry. Okay. In America, yeah, idolatry. LGBT, marijuana, tattoo piercing, and ultra interracialism. Okay. What's ultra interracialism? It's ethnic non-white man marrying beautiful young white girl. Okay. Yeah, ultra interracialism. I frown upon it. I'm against it. Okay. I think beautiful young white girls should marry white men to preserve their Caucasian gene. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's anti-ultra interracialism. Anyway, so uh marijuana, okay? It's like this. Cigarette versus marijuana, tobacco versus marijuana, okay? Tobacco consumption, you have to be over 18 years old in America to smoke cigarettes. When it comes to marijuana, you can be underage. Why? Because marijuana is the God. It's absolute. It's omnipresent and omnipotent. Marijuana in today, America is American God. Marijuana God. Okay, it's omnipotent and omnipresent. Marijuana is omnipresent. It's everywhere, like God. So marijuana is modern day God of America, secular God, secular religion. Okay, it's omnipresent. It's everywhere. It's in the pizza, cookies, even lip balm, lotion, shampoo, you name it. Marijuana is everywhere because some Americans believe marijuana is omnipotent. It's all powerful God. It can heal anything. It can solve any problem. It will make you happy. So marijuana is idolatry, in my opinion. Okay. How about LGBT? Yeah. Heterosexuality versus homosexuality. Okay. Homosexual education. Yeah. SCX education. Okay. You have to reach a certain age to learn about heterosexual reproduction. You have to reach certain age. Maybe 15 years old. I don't know. In America. Okay. But when it comes to homosexuality, oh, there's no age lower limit. You can teach about homosexuality at any age. Why? Because the absolute God of America, LGBT. Yeah, LGBT God. Okay, it's absolute. You can teach about homosexuality, homosexual intercourse at any age, like 5 years old, 7, 10 years old children. Yeah, you can teach them about homosexual intercourse, but you cannot teach about heterosexual intercourse. Why? Because they're too young for heterosexual education. But you can never be young, never be too young for homosexual education. That's today's America. Huh? Yeah. LGBT God. LGBT secular religion. Okay. It's absolute. It's everywhere. Omnipotent and omnipresent. Tattoos and piercings? Yeah. It's American God too. Yeah. Back in the days, you have to reach a certain age to do tattoos and piercings, right? Nowadays, there's no lower age limit. Children like 10 years old or under, they get tattoos and piercings nowadays. Okay. Why? It became American God. When it comes to tattoos and piercings, there's no age limit. Yeah, to consume alcohol, you have to reach 21 in America. To consume tobacco, you have to be at least 18 years old. But when it comes to LGBT, tattoo piercing, marijuana, there's no lower age limit. Why? They are American gods. They're absolute, universal. Young people who are too young to smoke cigarettes, who are too young to get married, young people in America who are too young to drink alcohol, who are too young to learn about heterosexual intercourse, they can still smoke marijuana. They can still do tattoos and piercings, and they can still learn about heterosexual intercourse. Why? Because tattoo piercism, marijuanaism, LGBTism, they're absolute gods. They're universal. Nobody's too young to learn about those gods. Secular American religions. Okay. So that's my version of this praise of follies, very foolish ideologies that's been worshipped in today's America in year 2021. Okay. I cannot say cheers to that. Okay. That is sad. Alright. That's like alas, America. Yeah. I'm trying to make some constructive criticism about American popular culture. It's a satire, comedy, commentary, criticism, but it's a constructive one. Okay. Well, at the same time, I'm having fun too. Yeah. Yeah, I'm making fun of America and Americans. Okay. There goes my election. Okay. There goes my election. No problem. To me, freedom of speech, U.S. constitutional right, exercise thereof, that's way more important to me than me getting elected as U.S. senator or U.S. president or Alaska governor or U.S. congressman from Alaska. Why? I can be happy without being elected for public offices, but I can never be happy without constitutional guarantee of free speech. That's why I came to Alaska, America, and America in general. Okay, I love freedom, American freedom, constitutional freedom. Okay, that's why I live in America and Alaska of all places. Because we have freedom here. I'm happy because I exercise freedom of speech. Yeah, First Amendment, U.S. Constitution. Okay. Yeah. State of Alaska Constitution, likewise. They are modeled. State Constitution typically get modeled after federal Constitution. Okay. I cannot live without constitutional freedom of speech. Okay. But I can live without being elected governmental official. But to me, exercise of constitutional right to free speech, that's way more important to my happiness than me getting elected as whatever public office. Okay. Yeah. If I never get elected because I exercise my freedom of speech constitutional right, I'm okay with that. What I'm not okay with is this. Okay. To overly censor myself and sacrifice my constitutional right to free speech in order to be elected, to be in public office. I am not okay with that. Why? Because that's sellout. That's like, to me, that's very immoral practice. But some politicians do that. And they do, yes, some of them get elected too. We're talking about President Trump, President Obama, President Biden. President Trump, maybe not too much because he speaks his minds, but at the same time, he's pro life just because he wanted to get elected, like Democratic Party, I mean Republican Party, Christian voters. So he's kind of censoring himself, okay, when it comes to pro life, anti-abortion, okay. But he was not anti-abortion before he got into politics. He was neutral about it. But he portrays himself as a anti-abortionist just to get elected and re-elected, to get Christian and Republican Party conservative votes. Okay, that's like restriction of his constitutional right. Okay. He's saying those things just to get more votes. Oh yeah, I'm pro-life. I'm anti-abortion. Okay. So he sacrificed that small part of his constitutional right to be a party puppet, parakeet, parrots, puppet. Okay? He sacrificed his constitutional right just to get elected. I would never do such a thing. If I get elected, I will swear on my hand on the Bible, right? I shall protect and preserve Constitution of the United States. Okay. And I did so. I did swear. What? When I joined the US Army, we had to. And I did. Okay. When I became judicial officer as an attorney in Alaskan courts, also federal court too. Yeah, I'm licensed to practice law in Alaska State Bar and also federal court too. Yeah, we have swearing ceremony. There was no Bible, but just it's not that high a position, okay? But yeah, and to protect and preserve the Constitution of the United States and of state of Alaska, yeah, we have to exercise constitutional rights. That's the only way we can keep constitutions alive by exercising the rights granted by constitutions. Oh, yeah. I'm doing so every day. Yeah, I'm keeping my oath of allegiance to constitutions of United States and state of Alaska every day by practicing this freedom of speech, constitutional rights, federal and state alike. But at the same time, I'm being respectful, civilized, enlightened, courteous. Okay, yeah, within the bounds of co- constitutional protection. Okay, I do not incite violence. No, we are against violence. We are pro peace. We are anti violence. Always. Okay, let's take 5 minutes break, please. Thank you. Yeah, I'm kind of getting more energy. My food being digested. Okay. As you can see, yeah, I'm getting back to normal energy level. I told you, right? It takes about 1 hour, right? Okay, let me share with you some esoteric trick. Okay, plausible deniability. Okay, I think that's a phrase introduced in 10 for TV show. Yeah, it's about politics, terrorism, Jack Bauer, whatever, President Palmer, whatever. Okay, Senator Palmer of California, whatever, whatever. Plausible deniability. Okay, so Screen Actors Guild, that's Actors Union in Los Angeles, California, Hollywood. Okay, yeah, two masks, one laughing, one crying. Okay, actors back then, way back, they used to wear a mask, right? Yeah. So when I express controversial topics, it could be my own view, or it could be somebody else's view, or it could be plausible, imagined characters' view, imaginary characters' view, fictional, novelistic. Okay, yeah. But when we wear the mask of an actor, of a fiction writer, novelist, okay, then we have more degree of freedom because it's not me. No, it's the character that I envisioned. It's a fictional character. It's that fictional character's voice. It may not be my voice. So you, as a fictional writer, as an actor, you can have more degree of freedom. You can increase the degree of freedom when it comes to freedom of expression. Okay, so we do some acting. Okay, let me flush out my eyes. It's itchy. Yeah. So yeah, we are talking about fictional world, the world of imagination. There's like what fifth dimension, like Rastling of Twilight Zone, Mr. Rastling, Twilight Zone. Okay, fifth dimension, the world of imagination. Okay, yeah, fictional world, movies, novels, poetry, painting, sculpture, whatever. Yeah, if you're a fiction writer, yeah, you can imagine a character who can fly, like in Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball. Okay, yeah, world of imagination. Okay. So let's do some creative writing, seminar, workshop, and creative acting, improvisational, impromptu style. Okay? Okay, let's do that. Okay. Topic: voter psyche, the psychology of voters, psychoanalysis of voters. Okay? Voter psychoanalysis. Okay. Action. Oh, okay, my name is Honky Lee and I'm an exceptional candidate. That's why I only get handful of votes. Why? Because only handful of voters are exceptional voters, exceptional individuals who is strong and smart enough to appreciate my exceptionality, my exceptional qualities as a candidate, okay? And but that's like 2%, 3, almost 5% of voters, the exceptional individuals, okay? Only they can vote for me because I'm an exceptional candidate. How about others? How about other candidates? You know what? They are mediocre candidates, okay? Other voters, mediocre voters, okay? So mediocre candidates, they can represent mediocre voters. And they like each other because they are like birds of a feather flock together, right? So mediocre voters, they vote for mediocre candidates. mediocre voters, that's like 95% of population in any countries, any time and space. Okay. Yeah, people are mediocre. Okay. 95%. And 95% of candidates are mediocre too. Those mediocre candidates can represent mediocrity, the mediocre voters, the average. Okay. Yeah. So they tend to get elected 95% of the time. Okay. Exceptional candidates like me only get voted by exceptional voters. So 95% of the time we never get elected. But once in a while it does happen in exceptional time and space. President Abraham Lincoln was an exceptional politician. I read his biography. Okay? He is smart man. Okay, his oratorial skill. He invoked God, justice. Abraham Lincoln, President Lincoln, he is an exceptional politician. Okay, very remarkable. So was James Madison, Thomas Jefferson. Okay, and when it comes to James Buchanan, President James Buchanan, I think he was very exceptionally capable person. He was wrong about slavery. He was pro-slavery, but when he was the something Secretary of State under the President Pearson, eh? Yeah, his predecessor president. Okay, yeah, they doubled the size of the United States. Okay, and President Pearson and President Buchanan, they're very underrated. Okay, because they were pro-slavery. It was their mistakes. I get it. Okay, but they doubled the size of the United States. Okay, it's kind of Mexican session, something like that. Okay, and they were highly capable individuals. Okay, yeah. President Pearson and President Pearson and President Buchanan. Okay, they were highly qualified and capable presidents. Okay, but yes, they were wrong about slavery. Okay, okay, cut scene. Okay, I'm drunk. So what I stand for as a political candidate is the best interest of Alaska, America, and the world. That's what I represent. I represent the best interest for Alaska, America, and the world. I do not represent today's Alaskans, Americans, and the world people, their opinions, their ideological subscriptions, mainstream ideologies like LGBT, marijuana, tattoo piercing, ultra internationalism, sugar fetishism. I do not represent those mainstream ideologies. I do not. What I represent is best interest. What's good for Alaska, America, the world. The bigger and brighter and better future. That's what I represent. Okay. I do not represent majoritarian mainstream opinions of Alaskans, Americans, and the world people. I do not. Why? I think they are wrong. Because they subscribe to tattoo piercism, marijuanaism, sugar fetishism, ultra internationalism, those LGBTism. Majority of people today, year 2021, in Alaska, America, and the world. I do not represent those bad ideologies. I oppose those ideologies. What I represent is the positive, constructive evolution, the next step, progress, metaphysical evolution, the best interest for our future generations in Alaska, America, and the world. Their best interest, progress, evolution to the next level, metaphysically speaking. Okay, that's what I represent. Okay, Yeah, yeah. We'll take 5 minutes break, okay? And we continue with this saga, this fiction, okay, alternative universe, alternative course of history, American political history. What if I was the president Abraham Lincoln? Okay, of course he's a white guy, but his complexion, his skin color was darker than mine. Okay, he's one of the darkest white guy out there. Okay, I don't know, maybe he was tanned, but his skin, he's Caucasian. Okay, but his skin tone was very dark. Okay, yeah, he's the darkest white guy ever existed. Maybe okay, so maybe he was tanned. I don't know, but yeah, I'm not Caucasian. I'm neither white or black. I'm Asian. Okay, but in this fiction, okay, yeah, it's a novel. I project myself to be in that position. Yeah, president between 1861 and 1865, okay. Civil War era. Okay. What would I have done differently? How about you? Had you been, if you had been president of the United States between 1861 and 1865, Civil War era, okay, would you have done anything differently than President Abraham Lincoln? It's a historical and political imagination. Historical political fiction novel. Brand new genre, okay? Alternative course of history, okay? What if you had been the president back then? What would you have done differently? Okay? Yeah. Let us use our political and historical imagination, also novelistic too. Okay. Alternative course of American history, okay? Let's think about that. 5 minutes, please. Thank you. We have been very productive today, right? Yeah. Great. Some substance content finally in a long time. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, so let's do some acting, okay? Creative writing, improvisational acting, okay? Yeah, action. Okay, yeah, my name is Honky Lee. I'm the president of the United States in 1961, okay? Some Southern Confederate America. Yeah, I'm a president of Union America, okay? So you invaded, okay, to take more lands off of this Northern Union America, you Southern Confederate America, okay? Stop, okay? You don't have to make wars. Why? I'm an actuarial scientist. Actuarial science, okay? Accountant, financial, okay? Human life, dollar value is like $1 million, okay? So you start the war, 10 people might die in that attack of this piece of land. That's about $2 million worth. Okay? And 10 people died in this war, this attack, to get $2 million of land, $2 million of worth of land. Okay. 10 people died. That's $10 million lost. Okay. You could have just come to us and asked us to sell this land to you. I would have sold this land to you, piece of land, what, 100 acres, $2 million worth. No problem. You want more land? Show us the money, okay? $2 million worth of land, 100 acre. I would have sold it to you right away, okay? But you started the war, okay? And 10 people lost their lives. That's $10 million lost. Because one person is about $1 million worth, okay? Actual science. Life insurance company, okay? So it's a losing game, okay? If you just asked us, we could have sold this $2 million land to you, okay? And nobody would have died if you just have asked us. Okay. Scene cut. Okay, that's what I would have done. Okay. Next topic. Kind of metaphysical speed dating, okay? Yeah, round robin, whatever, okay? We're just, moving from topic to topic, okay? Productive days nowadays, right? Yeah. Next topic. Historical political fiction. Brand new genre, right? Yeah. How about 9/11? President George W. Bush Jr. 2001, September 11th. Okay. Had I been the president of the United States, instead of President Bush, I doubt anybody in the world would have attacked America. Why? Because I'm a very humble figure. If I'm the president of the United States, I will hire some cameramen or camera women. Okay. Yeah. To film me shopping at Walmart, microwavable food, rice, and some microwavable pasta. Okay. So in the White House, after shopping in Walmart, I cook my own food in microwave. Yes, ramen noodles, all microwaved. When I was in Afghanistan, okay, some sergeants and colleagues of mine came up with this wonderful recipe, microwavable ramen noodle. Okay, it goes like this: you have plastic container, okay, and you have Maruchan or Nissin ramen noodle, like 50 cents each, okay, maybe $1. And you crush it, okay? And you pour down this plastic container and you pour some potable water, drinkable water, and you microwave for like 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Okay, it's delicious. Okay? Yeah, I learned that from my sergeants and fellow colleagues, U.S. Army. Okay, when we were in Afghanistan, it tastes great. Plastic container and crushed ramen noodle. Yeah, Maruchan or Nissin, Japanese American ramen noodle. Okay. Yeah, pour down the press container, pour down the water, and microwave it for like 5 minutes. Okay. It's amazing soup. I mean, when I do that nowadays, I would put some spam, cured meat like sausage, hot dog meat. Okay, maybe some tuna, or if I'm really fancy, salmon or sardine. Okay, so put some vegetables in there. Okay, and microwave it. Would I do the same thing as the President of the United States in Washington, D.C., in the White House? Absolutely. Why? It will be filmed and broadcast internationally. People will see in the world how humble I am as the President of the United States in the White House, Washington, D.C. I'm eating microwavable ramen noodles, spam, sardine, canned salmon, tuna that are both from Walmart. They will be the presidential meal. How about White House cooks? We let them go. They get some wonderful jobs in Manhattan, Chicago, Los Angeles as a former White House cooks. We let them go, okay? I don't need any cooks. I know how to cook. Mostly microwavable. People in the world will see this humility of United States President cooking microwavable food in the microwave purchased from Walmart. They will start to love America when they see that. I'm giving you some ideas in case you become the president of the United States later on. Okay. Yeah. I'm giving you some ideas. Okay. People will start to love America. Okay. They will never attack America like 9/11, 2001. Okay. No. Not when I'm the president. No. But if it happened, let's go back in time. Time machine. Okay. If I was the president of the United States in 9/11, September 11, 2001. Okay. What would I have done? We'll take 5 minutes break. Okay. What would you have done? Would you have done anything different from George W. Bush, George Walker Bush Jr. attack Afghanistan, attack Iran? Would you have done it? Would you have done something different? How about me? I would have done something differently. Totally. Let's take 5 minutes break, please. Okay. So political, historical, fantasy novel. Okay. We are going back in time, time machine. Okay. We're injecting ourselves to be president of the United States or any other country, whatever. Okay, just one example because I'm in America. Okay, so okay, but yeah, brand new literature genre. Okay, political, historical, alternative course of history novel. Okay, long name, amazing results. Okay, that's kind of human resources. Okay. Company advertisement back in Madison, Wisconsin. Okay. About year 2000, something like that. Okay. Americans are smart, okay? Smart advertising in Alaska, Wisconsin, New York, in radio. Okay, I really appreciate it. Very entertaining, okay? Educational too. Good advertisements, okay? Yeah, they're cool, okay? Advertisers. Entertaining and educational. Many times, okay? Okay, 5 minutes, please. Thank you. Okay, so what I would have done after 9/11, 2001, if I was the president then, okay, is this, okay? I would make a call to Taliban in Afghanistan, okay? Yeah, and hiring some Pashtun or some Farsi, Arabic, Pashto, okay, those languages, Afghanistani languages, okay? Yeah, yeah, shalom alaikum salam, okay, Shaikh, like Mr. Senior, okay. Yeah, salam alaikum salam, and how to say thank you for your time. It's like, I know some Arabic, okay. Shukran. Thank you very much. Yeah, shukran gazilan, shukran jazilan, okay. Yeah. But I have translated by the United States President. 2001, 9/11, okay. Yeah. Thank you for your time, Mr. Okay. Taliban leader in Afghanistan. Okay, yeah, you're kind of playing this good Samaritan to this Mr. Osama bin Laden. Give me 1 second, okay? So yeah, Mr. Osama bin Laden from Saudi Arabia, he did not like the fact that United States kind of some seen by some people in the world kind of imperialists, interventionists, okay, and Mr. Osama bin Laden and some other people, his followers, were offended because Saudi Arabia, Mecca, Islam, holy country in your religion, Islam. I love Islam. I admire Prophet Muhammad Allah. Okay, and the presence of U.S. military forces in Saudi Arabia. I apologize as President of the United States that we offended the sentiments of religious people in Middle East, Islamists, Muslims. Okay, we're sorry. Okay, and so Mr. Osama bin Laden was offended, and his followers too. So Mr. Osama bin Laden, his oil tycoon, inherited money. Okay, Saudi Arabia. So he was angry about America. Maybe he wanted to make big name for himself. So he hired some people, funded those people with his oil and gas money from Saudi Arabia, oil tycoon family, Bin Laden family, okay? Or perhaps he was bored. Maybe he was gambler, okay? Maybe yeah, all with his inheritance money, Bin Laden, oil tycoon from Saudi Arabia. Maybe he was bored. Okay, Mr. Taliban in Afghanistan, okay? Maybe he was bored. Maybe he wanted to gamble, okay? And target some big target as big as Twin Tower in Manhattan, New York. Okay? So he did not have to work. He got inheritance money. Mr. Taliban, leader, president of Afghanistan back then. Okay. So yeah, he was bored. He's kind of retiree. All this inheritance money. He's lazy. He does not have to work. He just want to have some fun. Okay. He got all the money. He inheritance money, oil and gas money from Saudi Arabia, Bin Laden family fortune. Okay. He got a lot of money. Okay. He does not have to work, so he's bored. He want to have some fun. So he's gamble. How about America? Twin Tower. Yeah, World Trade Center, WTC. Let's hire some clueless youngsters, young and dumb, Middle Eastern Americans, okay? Let's hire them, give them money, let them learn how to fly airplanes, and let them sacrifice themselves for the sake of my personal joy, entertainment. Oh, yeah, they did it, right? I gave them the honor of being martyrdom for the sake of Islam. I do not believe Mr. Osama bin Laden was a good Muslim. Islam, it means shalom, salam, it means peace, the peace, the peace. But he was not peaceful, Mr. Osama bin Laden. When 9/11 happened, thousands of hardworking, peaceful, law-abiding citizens of the United States died, and the Twin Tower collapsed. That's not peaceful at all. That's violence. Islam, Islam is about peace. It's not about violence. It's not about killing hardworking, law-abiding citizens of some other country, bombing them, killing them. That's not Islam. So Mr. Osama bin Laden, I think he was a fake Muslim because he's not peaceful. Salam alaikum, Islam, okay, it means the peace. But he was not peaceful. He just wanted to have fun, like human sacrifice. He had no care. He did not care about his own followers. He demanded his own followers to sacrifice their own lives for the sake of Mr. Osama bin Laden's joy, entertainment, gamble. Okay. So that's the kind of individual you, Mr. President, Taliban, Afghanistan, okay? That's the kind of person that you are protecting, okay? You're a good Samaritan, okay? Mr. Osama bin Laden, he's international fugitive, mass murderer, mastermind, okay? You are being good Samaritan, okay? I'm a Christian, alright? Yeah, Mr. Jesus, that we regard as Christ, the Savior, okay? He said, yeah, good Samaritan, parable good Samaritan, okay? There's this person, one person, rejected, penniless, and wounded. He was robbed. And this good Samaritan saved him, nourished him, and saved him, gave him food, water, healing the wounds, put some bandages. Okay. But that's not Osama bin Laden. He was a wealthy man. He was born with a silver spoon. Saudi Arabia oil and gas. Inheritance money. That's not some poor person who was born poor, a homeless person, rejected, starving to death. That's not Osama bin Laden. Mr. Osama bin Laden inherited from his parents millions, billions of dollars of oil and gas money from Saudi Arabia. He was bored. He did not have to work. He did not have to beg on the streets. Okay? So, Mr. Taliban, okay, you're not quite being good Samaritan. Good Samaritan in Jesus' parable in Bible that you may object. I'm sorry, okay? But Good Samaritan, according to Jesus, is that, okay? Samaritan, okay, they helped out this homeless person, penniless, starving, beat up person. But that's not Osama bin Laden. He was very well fed. He didn't even have to beg or work. He got inheritance money. Saudi Arabia oil money. Bin Laden family, okay? He was just bored. He wants to play chess game, gamble, okay? And he betrayed his own followers. And he demanded his own followers to sacrifice even their own lives in 9/11 attack. He also sacrificed thousands of hardworking, law-abiding, innocent citizens of America in 9/11. Okay, so Mr. Taliban, Osama bin Laden, he's not poor person at all. He's rich, wealthy. He just bored this spoiled brat, lazy. He does not work. He wants to be entertained by sacrificing his own Middle Eastern Muslims' lives and innocent American lives too. Okay, so he's not worthwhile your protection. We are asking, hand them over to us. We are not gonna kill them. No death penalty. No, we'll teach them. We'll rehabilitate them. We'll teach Mr. Osama bin Laden and his followers. We'll teach them, educate them, we'll rehabilitate them, and we'll send them back to Saudi Arabia after they get civilized, enlightened, with good education. Okay? Yeah, we'll let them read Quran. I read a couple of pages of Quran. I think it's a great book. I think Islam is a very good religion. Okay, but yeah, Osama bin Laden, Mr. Osama bin Laden, and his people will educate them the true Islam, the religion of peace. Will educate them about Islam and educate them to be peaceful and to be good Muslims. Okay, we got a deal, right? Sin card. Okay, yeah, that's what I've done. Okay, instead of this mindless Afghanistani Iraqi war, forget it. Okay, diplomacy, peaceful resolution, the third solution. Okay, that's what I believe in. Okay, I'm a lawyer by trade. Yeah, it's good education. Okay, I'm also scientist by background, computer programmer, IT tech, information technology technician, problem solving. Okay, being a lawyer, yeah, persuasive skill, yeah, it all helped. Okay? Education. Okay? I'm not asking people to be scientist or lawyer. No, they could be artist, writer, painter, whatever. Okay, we're just doing our best. Uh, yeah, yeah. I'm a janitor, stocker. Meaning, yeah, I go to Walmart, buy food, and I stock my cabinet. I clean my own bathroom. At work, I clean the bathroom too. I'm a janitor. If I never become senator, yeah, I'm okay with just being janitor. In my house, at work, I clean the bathroom. Okay. Stocker, yeah, I buy food from Walmart and stock my cabinet, refrigerator. I'm okay with that. It's not necessary that I become United States president. Not necessary. Alright. We have like 8 minutes, 7 minutes left. Okay, so we'll take 2 minutes break. Okay, short break, and then we'll talk about President Harry Truman, who dropped two bombs, nuclear bombs in Nagasaki and Hiroshima, Japan, World War II. Okay, what would you have done differently if you're in that position of President Harry Truman? Would you have done the same thing, dropping two atomic bombs in Japan? Nagasaki and Hiroshima. Or would you have done something more superior, more different, more diplomatic? Okay. 2 minutes break, please. Thank you. We'll talk about that next. Okay. Thank you. So, okay, how many minutes do we have left? 2 minutes. Okay, let's make it real quick. Okay, so what would you have done if you're in the position, had been in the position of Harry Truman? Okay. What I would have done, yeah, diplomacy. Okay, I would have given Japanese emperor back in 1945 ultimatum. Okay, we have nuclear bombs, atomic bombs. You saw it. You're well informed, Japanese emperor. Okay. Yeah, arigato gozaimasu. Thank you very much. Okay. Alright. Yoshimoshi, hello. Okay. But we have atomic bombs. Okay. Yeah, Japanese army, they killed innocent American lives. Hawaii, Alaska, okay. But we do not want to retaliate. We do not want to kill innocent Japanese people. Although Japanese people killed innocent Americans in Hawaii, Alaska, okay. But we don't want eye to eye, tooth to tooth, okay. We'd rather be more Jijashian, forgiving, okay. But this war has to stop, please. Otherwise, we'll have to use these atomic bombs, okay. We are giving you a choice, freedom, option. Okay? Stop the war, and we'll not have to sacrifice innocent, hardworking, law-abiding citizens of Japan. But otherwise, we'll have no choice. We have to drop these atomic bombs. Yeah, killing innocent Japanese citizens. Please do not make us do that, okay? Please. We are asking. Okay? Stop World War II. Then there will be no more death in Japan or America. Okay? Please. Thank you. Arigato gozaimasu. Think hard, okay? That's what I would do. That's what I would do. Thank you.